everybody and welcome back to the channel, and if you're here for the very first time, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm Jane. My husband Mike does everything behind the camera. We're British early retirees, we've got no debt, we've paid off the mortgage, and we live a thrifty, frugal and money saving life here in Brittany in northwest France. And every Sunday we bring to you an aspect of our private life, the things that we do personally to save money. And this week, she says, avoiding a puddle because I'm out walking the dogs. This week is we're going to have a chat with you. It's quite controversial for us after doing this for many, many years. It's why we are not having a no spend January. Now, I'm always aware when I make these videos that I could be talking to you, somebody who wants to save money for the first time ever. You may want to pay off debt, you might want to pay off student loans, medical debt, you may want to pay off credit card debts, you want to pay off your car loans, whatever reason. You may have been a bit spendy and you just want to rail it back a bit, and you on the internet and you're looking for some kind of frugal advice. I get that. So first of all, it's like, what is a no spend month? So in my no spend months, and it's different for everybody, we pay all the bills and we put fuel in the car and we buy food, and that's that. And the bit on our budget that says discretionary spending, which for us on average is about 250 euros a month, for 6 months of the year, doesn't get spent. And that adds in another 1,500 into the pot of money. And that stays in our current account as what we call a buffer. A buffer, so we've never hit zero on our current account, because we've got a reasonable income by any standard, but we live off the equivalent of French minimum wage. So we have to be thrifty, we have to be careful. I'm looking where I'm going. I'm out walking with my dogs at the moment. I'm a bit out of breath. So there we go. So that's what I mean by a no spend month. And we have 6 no spend months a year. And one of them is normally January. And I'm going to explain to you why this year it's not going to be January. January is usually a no spend, low spend month for us, because normally we do a big stock up around Christmas time. Well, I'm recording this and talking to you on the 21st of December, and we haven't really done a big stock up. We haven't really done a big shop before Christmas. We haven't bought more meat. We haven't bought more of anything really. And just because the sales are not there, they're not here in France anyway. I know in some places, after Thanksgiving and I'm running up to Christmas, you can get meat sales. So I know that, but here, not so good. I mean, I could fill freezer with turkeys, which are $5.49 a kilo, but we don't eat whole turkeys. We always just buy turkey steaks and I roll them up to make like a roast. So it's not the best thing for us to do. So no, I haven't had a big stock up at this time of year, but I do know the sales are coming in January, and I'm going to have a chat with you about the things that you will see on offer here in France in sort of January, February time, and why those are not going to be my no spend months this year, and they will be my stock up months. Back to recording again. I've just been stood here watching a flock of cormorants landing on the lake beside me. Just such time wasters when I'm outside and watching the birds and the ducks and the cormorants and the koi poos. It's just lovely. Anyway, back to why I'm not having a no spend January. These are the things I find on good offers, and historically what I do is I go back through my January receipts from last year, the January receipts the year before that. I've got 3 years of receipts I've kept, and every single year, anything to do with cleaning, they call it blanche here, anything to do with cleaning. So if you wanted bedding, if you wanted cleaning products, spring cleaning, anything from a mop to a bucket to cleaning products, they are at their cheapest in January. And last year, I stocked up on things like all of my dishwasher tablets for the year. Now, I don't wash up in the dishwasher every day, so it's not like I needed 365 dishwasher tablets. but I had a good handful of them. I've still got some left. I've still got almost a box full left. And they are crazy prices, aren't they? It's like €12 for a box of branded dishwasher tablets. And last year I remember buying, like, you bought one box and the other box was like 84% off. So, you know, you can imagine why I bought lots for the year. Laundry detergents, they're a lot of money. Even though I only buy the supermarket's own brand, it still costs money. Now I'm moving over from laundry liquid to laundry powder because I'm just finding it more economical. I don't need so much of it. Wait a minute, dog is having a tinkle. Tinkled away. Right, back to you. I'm just going to finding things that are more economical. So instead of buying things like the laundry powder that boosts the wash, you know, when things are a bit mucky, I'm switching to things like sodium bicarbonate and stuff like that, and soaking things back to the ways I used to do it in the past, you know, soaking things in washing soda and then putting it on a wash, so I don't ever have to use a hot wash, those things, for example. So January's a really good time for buying anything to do with cleaning, and I will be basically stocking up on all of that for the year. The next thing that does come out on offer in January, after we've needed it in December, is meat is back on offer again. How frustrating is that? But in particular, pork. Pork at the moment is on average between $6.99 and $9.99 a kilo, depending on what cut you want. And I've got receipts from last year at, like, I want to say down to $1.99 a kilo. I don't think I'm going to see it at that price this year, but it sure as heck is going to be cheaper than $6.99 a kilo. And now I'm looking at a heron. Michael, are you going to film that heron for me? That is amazing, isn't it? It's like a pterodactyl. It's something, you know, prehistoric, isn't it? Oh gosh, a bit of a cough there. So yeah, I will be stocking up like a whole drawer in my freezer of pork. You know, if I can find it at good prices. You know, we like pork roasts, we like pork steaks, we like sweet and sour pork, all of those things. And I have been holding off, waiting for the sales. So that's two reasons why I'm not doing a no spend, low spend. I'm also going to be stocking up on things like washing up liquid. And the other thing that they have as well is if there's anything to do with detergents or anything, is toiletries will often be on offer as well. So that's why I'm not doing a low spend January for those reasons in particular, because I'm going to be topping up the bargains that I'm going to be buying. And whereas normally, isn't that lovely? Isn't that gorgeous? I see that every day on my walk. That's the village lake. Whereas normally I would bring my supermarket shop down to about €300 a month. January, I'm putting it up. I'm doubling it. I am doubling it. I'm putting that aside. And if I don't need all of those bargains that I see in January, I'll just hold that money back and buy more of the reduced bargains that come up maybe in February. I'll swap angles on the way back so you can see my cute lake and my wildlife that I like to come and see. Anyway, so there's January for you, the things that are on sale and really good prices in January. So, you know, I will be stocking up on meat, I will be stocking up on cleaning products. And when it comes to things like laundry products and cleaning products, I will be, yeah, you're in shop, I'm in shop. I will be buying that for the entire year. Hence why I'm going to have a bigger budget for January, and it's going to come out of my supermarket budget. And if you say, you know, well, where does this money come from that you can spend more money in January? YouTubers earn the most money in like October, November. We earn the most money of any of our monthly amounts of money in November. We get that money at the end of December, and then that becomes our budget for January. So that's where that extra money has come from. And that's because we have a spike in viewing figures in October, November. It's just when people are watching YouTube more, or there's more advertising. I'm not quite sure how the algorithm works, but YouTubers will tell you that's your money earning month. The rest of the year, it's much, much lower. So that's where the money's come from, is coming from earnings. The other things I'm going to share with you, look at that. And those cute houses on the lake, aren't they? Those are really lovely. And you think, oh, those houses, wouldn't they be a lot of money? They're not. They're about 200,000 for those houses on the lake. How cute, aren't they? Isn't that lovely? Welgrat, northwest France in Brittany. So let me tell you about other projects that we've got and other reasons why January, February this year are not going to be no spend months. Back to you guys. Okay, so we've got an old house. We've been renovating it for some time, and what we do is we save a block of money and then we spend a block of money. And what we're going to be doing over the next few months is we're going to be working on the inside of the house, sort of bits and pieces that have needed to be done. So we're going to be spending money on those bits and pieces. And again, it's basically come from the no spend months and no spend weeks of last year, where we've created a buffer in our account and built up a bit more money and a bit more savings. And they're not massively expensive things to do. One project is going to be to repaint upstairs. That's not expensive. Our house is just white. The next part is all of the woodwork, and we started some of it, is going to be repainted. And again, it's just paint, sandpaper. We'll do that. That's not expensive either. But the bit that's going to be a bit more money that we're going to order in January is all the flooring for upstairs. And it's only a little house, so it's not like, it's not, get myself in shot, press the auto button. We there? There we go. Okay, get myself in shot. It's not a big house, it's only a little place. It's a little Breton cottage. It's small by any normal house standards, or average by our local standards. Okay, where were we? We are going to be ordering the laminate flooring and the material that goes under the laminate flooring and the edging for the laminate flooring in January. It's not as much as you'd think, and it's money that we've saved, the money that we've put by. We'll do it ourselves. It's quite an easy DIY project, but it'll really give a sort of finish to the rooms. We have got 2 upstairs bedrooms and 1 downstairs bedroom, and we're in one of the upstairs bedrooms, and we're gonna swap them. So one is Mike's office and one is our bedroom, and we're gonna swap them. And it's gonna be a little bit chaotic whilst we're doing it, because everything from the office will have to go into the living room, and Mike will have to work there. And then we will put the flooring in, move our bedroom into there, and then we will make the office and put the flooring down and move Mike into there. So quite a few weeks work, because filming for YouTube, getting our videos out, all the editing, all the script writing, all the research that we do as well. I've got some fabulous videos coming out for you. They take time. We actually put in, I would say, 2.5 days a week of work. So I would say about 20 hours a week of work into the YouTube channel, and we appreciate every single one of you who watch. So hopefully I've explained myself. Is there anything else that we need to spend money on in January and February? There will be sundries. There will definitely be sundries of things that when you're doing any renovation work in the house, there will be sundries. So there's the floors to go down, the walls to be painted first, the stairs to finish painting, some woodwork to finish painting. Oh yeah, and new doors for upstairs. And you're thinking, why do you need new doors, Jane? When we got into the house that we were in, we did so on such a tight budget that we bought the cheapest doors. You know, me of all people know not to do things like that, but we did. We bought the cheapest doors. The doors that we've got, I think we paid €10 each for them. And the new doors that we need to buy will probably be about €80 each. It adds up, doesn't it? It all adds up. Then the door furniture for those as well. So that's going to take that up to about €100 a door. So it's not by any means at all going to be the usual no spend January and February. But it is going to be no spend March, and it is going to be no spend May. So we will have 6 no spend months of the year. They are just not going to be in January and February. Well, thank you for joining me on our short dog walk in the morning. We only go on short dog walks because we've only got dogs with short legs. They're not very big, they don't need to go very far. Mike and I tend to go out for a bit of a longer walk on our own later in the day. Well, thank you for coming. I hope you understand my explanations as to why we are not having no spend January. And I know all the vloggers do it, they all do their no spend January. And we've done no spend January, I think, for about 10 years. And this is going to be our first spend January, and it's all budgeted for, it's all saved for, it's all accounted for, it's all coming out of sinking funds and savings that we've put by. And we'll get back to our no spend months in the future. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your comments. And we will see you again soon. Have a great day.